Hello everyone. Today's chapter is modern tool. Here there are different model tool are given. So here there are five modern tool. First one is theodolite, second is total station, third one is GIS, fourth is RS, and fourth is GPS. So we can start with the first instrument. This instrument is theodolite. It is used for the angular measurement. Next is total station. Total station, it is used for the linear and angular measurement, right? The third is GIS. GIS means Geographic Information System. It is a one type of software, right? So it is used for the collection and store the data. Next is RS. RS means remote sensing, right? Remote sensing, it is used for the obtaining information of an object without a physical contact, right? And the last one is GPS. The full name of GPS is Global Positioning System, right? It is used for the, it is a worldwide navigation system and used for the navigation purpose, for example, for location purpose, right? So we can start with the first instrument, theodolite. So first of all, what is theodolite? The use of theodolite, right? So first of all, we learn about the compass, right? There are two types of compass: prismatic compass and surveyor compass. The compass is used for the measuring the direction by measuring the angle between the line and a reference direction, which is in the magnetic meridian. A compass can measure angle up to an accuracy of 30 degree, and by eye judgment up to an accuracy of 15 minutes. Therefore, a compass is not used when accuracy is required for some precise survey work, right? So for this purpose, we can use theodolite. So what is theodolite? Theodolite is a precision optical instrument for measuring angle between designated visible points in the horizontal and vertical planes. The traditional use has been for land survey, but they are also used extensively for building and infrastructure construction. A theodolite is an important instrument used mainly for the accurate measurement of horizontal as well as vertical angle up to 10 degree to 20 degree, depending upon the least count of the instrument. It is extremely useful instrument to a surveyor. So the next is uses of theodolite. So first use is, it is useful for measuring horizontal angles, vertical angles, deflection angles. It is also measuring magnetic bearings. It is useful for the horizontal distance between 2 points. It is also used for height of the object, finding out height difference between 2 points. It is also useful to measure a slope, ranging the lines, and last is extending the lines. Okay, there are the uses of theodolites. The next slide is classification of theodolite. Here, the theodolite is classified in a two types. The first one is based on movement of telescope, and the second is based on arrangement to measure angle. Here, the based on movement of telescope, here there are again two types of classification, and for the arrangement to measure angle, again there are two types of classification, right? So first we can start with the movement of telescope. There are transient theodolite and non-transient theodolite. So what is transient theodolite and what is non-transient theodolite? So first of all, transient theodolite, in this theodolite, telescope can be revolved through a complete revolution about its horizontal axis in a vertical plane. So in detail we discuss in the next slide, right? And the non-transient theodolite. What is non-transient? The telescope cannot be revolved through complete revolution in a vertical plane, right? It's called non-transient theodolite. And the next is vernier theodolite and micrometer theodolite. Micrometer theodolite, it is also called precise optical theodolite, right? So vernier theodolite are used for taking the readings. These theodolite are most commonly used in a general work. Most of the vernier theodolite can read angle up to 20 minutes. And the precise optical theodolite or micrometer theodolite accuracy up to 1 minute. It is also used to read both horizontal and vertical angle also. These theodolite are fitted with the micrometer for taking reading and are also called microptic theodolite. This theodolite also used for the precise work. Most of this theodolite can reading angle up to 1 degree or even less. Okay. The size of theodolite is defined according to the diameter of the main horizontal graduated circle. In engineering survey, 8 to 12 centimeter theodolite are generally used. Here, the difference between transist and non-transist theodolite are given. The first difference is already we discussed about the transist and non-transist theodolite. The first difference is rotation, right? Here, the telescope can be rotated about a horizontal axis in a vertical plane through 180 degree. In non-transist theodolite, it cannot be rotated about horizontal axis in a vertical plane through some limited angle, right? Non-transist theodolite cannot complete full revolution. The position of theodolite can be changed from face left to face right. In non-transist theodolite, the position cannot be changed. The third difference is ranging of line can be done by backsighting. Here, the ranging of line cannot be done by backsighting, right? And there are widely used in surveying, and there are now become obsolete. Here, one video is given in this slide. I use this video to explain this. The essential parts of the theodolite. So what is the instrument that is commonly used for the measuring horizontal and vertical angle? We can use for horizontal angle only compass. Here the theodolite is used for the horizontal as well as vertical angle. Right. So let us first learn about the essential part. A transient theodolite is made up of the first and most important part of theodolite is a telescope. So here in the figure the telescope is given. Telescope is mounted on a spindle known as a trunnion axis. It has a two lenses. In the first one is eyepiece and the second is object piece, right? The telescope is fitted with a circular graduated arc. It is known as a vertical circle. The vertical circle rotates with the telescope and graduated from 0 to 360 degree in a clockwise direction for the measurement of vertical angles. By means of vertical circle, clamp and its corresponding slow motion screw, telescope can be set at any desired position in a vertical plane. To read the reading of vertical circle, two vernier are fitted in an index arm, the index frame and the vertical circle clamp are attached to a standard. It's called a frame. The trunnion axis of the telescope is also supported on a frame. The two standard resemble the letter A and are mounted on the upper plate. This is called upper plate. Two level of theodolite. It is fitted with a leveling head. In the leveling head consists of two plates. It's known as a tri-branch plate. The two spindles have a common axis which from the axis of the instrument, right? Inner spindle is solid and conical and fit into outer spindle which is hollow and grounded conical in the interior. Here one figure is given. The outer spindle carries the scale plate or lower plate. In the book we call lower plate. The scale plate carries a horizontal circuit at its bevel edge and lower clamp screw and a slow motion screw with the help of which can be fixed accurately in any desirable position. In the upper plate carries an upper clamp screw and a slow motion screw for the purpose of accurately fitting it to the lower plate. The upper plate, it is attached to the inner axis and carries two vernier with magnifier at two extremes diametrically opposite. Here two vernier are given for taking the readings, right? The plate level can be centered with the help of the foot screw. One of the plate level is kept parallel to the up here. When is used, the theodolite is supported with the tripod. The tripod consists of three legs with pointed steel screw. The tripod head carries an external screw to which the lower plate of the theodolite can be screwed. Upper triplet plate has a three arm, each carrying a leveling screw. Lower triplet plate has a hole in a center through which the plumber may be suspended. Plumb bob is used for the center the instrument exactly over the station. For measurement with bearing and meridian, some theodolites are fitted with the compass. Some theodolite fitted with a straining level. It is fitted with a bubble level and is used for to test the horizontally of the tunnel axis. Now the next instrument is total station. So for the total station, first of all, what is total station? In the theodolite, for theodolite, it is used for only angle. For the total station, total station, it is used for the angular as well as linear measurement, right? A total station, it is a combination of an electric theodolite and electronic distance meter. The various surveying operation are linear measurement, angular measurement, elevation measurement, coordinate measurement, right? Total station or total station theodolite is an electronic optical instrument used for surveying and building construction. The uses of total station. The first is distance measurement. It is called leveling linear measurement. We use direct or indirect method of measuring linear measurement. The second is vertical and horizontal angle measurement. It is called angular measurement. We use a prismatic compass, vernier transit theodolite, micro-optic theodolite, electronic digital theodolite. Right. The next is elevation measurement of distance object. In this, we use dumpy level, tilting level, auto level, digital electronic level. The next is height difference between point. The next is height of point about that surface. The next is coordinate measurement. Coordinate of points means we run theodolite traverse, measure length, angle, and then circulate consecutive and independent coordinates. For different survey work, we use a different survey instrument. To overcome from this solution is a total station. A total station can be used for various types of survey works. And the last is, it is also used for area and volume measurement. Here, the features of total station are given. The special features is, the first one is control panel. In the control panel, it is activated through the total station is activated through its control panel. It consists of keyboard and multiple line liquid crystal display. The keyboard embedded the user to select the implement different measurement mode, embedded instrument parameter to be changed and allow a spatial software function to be used. The next is the next feature is angular measurement. Angular measurement, the horizontal and vertical angle. A total station is used for to measure angle. It displays the horizontal as well as vertical angle. The next is distance measurement. Generally, total station measure a horizontal distance and display it on the board. It display a slope distance as well as vertical distance. It can measure horizontal distance up to 1 kilometer with a single prism and up to 1 to 9 kilometer with a triple prism assembly. The next is internal external memories. A total station can be fitted with an internal memory capable of storing from 1000 to 16,000 points. This embedded data to be collected without the need of external memory card or data recorded. Right. The next is data data recording and transferring. Here, the device used for data recording are data loggers, data recorder, handheld computers, memory cards, etc. Some data can be transferred to the computer by using the data cable and the card readers, right? And the next is power supply. Here, the rechargeable nickel cadmium batteries are used for the power supply. The usage time is 2 to 10 hours. Accessories in these devices, the accessories are used like tripod, ranging rod, prism, etc. Extra standby battery. Because of here the life of battery is given 2 to 10 hours. After 2 to 10 hours we can use extra standby batteries. The next is reflectorless distance measurement. The total station had to be used with a special multiple prism as a target from EDM. What is EDM? Electronic distance meter. But the new version of total station can measure a distance without a prism target, right? And the last is graphic display. The new instrument have extremely powerful graphic display programs with a large display panel. The data can be plotted and displayed. Here the advantages of total station. So for total station, we can work carried out rapidly. It is a high accuracy. Reading can be stored and transferred easily with the help of data recording instrument. Right, coordinates of point can be computed easy with the help of computer. Contour map, cross section area of field can be calculated. The disadvantages of total station: it does not provide a hard copies of field notes, so it is difficult to check the work while surveying, right? For overall check of accuracy, it is necessary to return to the office and prepare a drawing using the appropriate software. It is a costly instrument, and for it is the skilled person is required for survey. The skilled person is required for operating the total station. Thank you.